Whee! Boom! I love the boom at the end. It's like, boom, here I am. I'm speaking, I'm talking, I'm doing my thing. Hello, happy Monday, everybody. I'm Leela, and this is Music Mondays, where we find out what's going on with iOS music in general, maybe, and get to work on something this week. And we watch the hijinks of the pie temptations. And of course, we got to say thank you to the people, my channel members and my Patreons, who are the ones who pay for the temptations. All right, I'm going to say hi to a couple of y'all in the front row, and then we will get to work. Turn on the comments, turn them tall and small. Say hello to Bradley, St. Bradley, XOXO, and the deal for real. And I see more of you back there, and I'll say hi to you as you come in. We're going to get into my iPad quickly. And actually, I've got a really cool idea. I'm going to go into the big iOS group in Facebook, and we're going to look at that too, because I've got my two devices. But first, let's see what came out this week. Hey, it's Clayton Von Kluge. What's up? Right on. Let's see. Let's get me over to the other. All right. First, we're going to look at the iPad. We're going to see what came out in App Raven this week. App Raven. Look, I've got a busted. I only got one pane in my glasses, so we're gonna have to get different glasses here. Oy vey. I glued these here. Oh pie, oh pie, oh pie. Here's some more. Sweet. And what we do is we come down here to new releases and category music. And we're just going to look at what came out in the last week. I feel like I'm going to be just blind today. Yeah, don't they look cool? See? They're on a little stick. And they have a massive amount of whatchamacallit. Anyway, we're looking. Caption call. I'm guessing that it isn't really music. Booga, micro sound sequencer. Let's take a look at this. Rhythm and tone generator by Audio Thing just came out. I bet you Jade's going to be showing that this week. It's an AV3. It's a studio and live instrument designed by Heinbach. Ooh, that's exciting. To create experimental rhythms and tonal textures. Inspired by a rare piece of lab equipment, the HP Word Generator 8006A, or boob, no. It offers an exciting different way to sequence clicks, pulses, and noise. Use it to create tight grooves, off-kilter beats, and forever shifting micro sound patterns. Speed them up into rich drones and tonal structures. Comes with a suite of 5 vintage flavored effects that allow for unique radiophonic effects. From brain dance to the dance floor to advanced sound design, let's booga. Booga. I think that's cool. Right on. I like that. Really wish I had a different pair of glasses here. I wonder if I can find one that's closer. We may have to walk away. I will. Oh, yay, here they are. Boo-boo. Ha. That's chronological enhancement for you guys. All right, so Ascent Reverb has come out. That's audio damage. Now, I've heard Jade talk about this. It's like having a good button for synth. Shimmer and space in one plugin. It's a sophisticated dual reverb combining two powerful algorithms into one fluid interface, a lush, expansive hall reverb, an innovative pitch shifting particle reverb that creates evolving granular shimmer effects, layers spacious long decay reverbs with dynamic pitch shifted textures to craft everything from subtle ambient spaces to dramatic otherworldly atmospheres. With intuitive controls, built-in dynamic ducking that keeps your mix clean. It says it's CPU efficient too. Yes, Jade says she got it last night, so very exciting. Good morning, Jade. This is basically, this section of the show is like saying what's coming up on Jade's this week. Speaking of which, love this one. I got a copy of this, and we may take a little mini look at it later. I've still got some issues with it in AUM, but those are being worked on already. Didn't even have to barely say a word. Anyway, this it turns words into music, speech to synth sampler, transforming text into playable sound. Type any phrase and instantly generate expressive, high-quality speech samples you can play, sequence, and process like any other instrument. It is so fun to play with. Type preview, record instantly, dual envelope system for amplitude and pitch shaping. James Myers, what's up? There's MIDI input, so you can trigger, you can run sequencers on it. I'm pretty sure that I can't remember what day Jade is working on this. Maybe today. Why don't we go and I'm gonna go look at. Let's go catch our what do you call those? The redirect, as otherwise known as the dump, coined by Jade, of course. So we're gonna hop in there and we're just gonna make sure we've got our dump set. Take off that damn leaderboard every time, you guys. I need to really start being more, what do we call that stuff? Proactive. Fake take two. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to be Wednesday. Speaking of which, is going to be Wednesday. Boop, boop. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's Gary Hubbs. I know he shows up right when we discuss the Man, I'm saying too much. I heard someone last night. It was on something I was just listening to overnight. And it ended up with me just sitting there. We're going to do fake take two after this. And now our dump is all set. And back to what we were doing. Yeah, I was listening to it and the person was just constantly blah, blah, blah. And I just wanted to die. All right, Fake Take 2 has come out this week. This, I think, is our last day. It's $1.99. So it's an audio effect plugin that is an automatic double tracker studio trick. It creates an illusion of the same part overdubbed again, a fake take, which can work great with many instruments. There's already a fake take. It was free, if I'm not mistaken. Most use a short delay and a bit of stereo processing and possibly some modulation applied to the delay. Fake Take uses all three. What's the difference between Fake Take 2 and the original Fake Take? This is how we decide whether to buy it or not. Fake Take 2 has some tweaks and additional features. The delay and modulation range has been increased. New trio mode, which adds an extra fake take. A new mix control to balance dry signal with the fake takes. Fake Take 2 also gets the latest small UI improvements. So the original Fake Take is free, and free is good. There's some stuff going on where people are talking about not spending money over the normal black Friday time to not be quite so consumerized. And most years I actually do something that I call NO-vember, which is not buy any new apps. And that's why I'm going to show you how I can work with apps I already have at the end. But the whole point is that it's a choice. It's something you can choose because almost every developer puts something on sale. So you can save a lot of money if you plan ahead. I suggest planning ahead and perhaps buying it before that Thanksgiving week, that post-Thanksgiving week. All right, let's just double check. I don't know what this now tune is, but we'll just take a look. Jellyfin music player. A deep sea themed experience. I think this is just playing the music that's in your thing. I don't think that's anything we need to think about. Musicify AI music generator. I'm sure that Jade will show us anything like that we need to look at. I'm just going to skip that, and we're going to look at the sales on sale music. And just to make sure, I think there's some new stuff on sale, and we'll double check in the Facebook group just so you'll see where the Facebook group is. This is something that when Jade was doing the app date weekly, it was working. Let's see. Incredibox is 99 cents. That's fun to play with. I've got that. FabFilter Pro MB, $29.99 from $39.99. So all the FabFilter stuff, that's really exciting. They're $10 off. A lot of it's $10 off. The $25 apps are down to $18. The $30 apps are down to $20. So all this, FabFilter, Timeless 3, Volcano 3, there's some crazy, amazing apps by FabFilter. So Elastic has joined the party. Absolutely, Clayton Von Kluge. Absolutely. Predatory capitalism and monetary avarice are way beyond out of hand. It is getting scary. But the thing is that most of our little niche, most developers for iOS are just small businesses. They're just small individuals, and that's the kind of stuff we want to support. Of course, it's in the Apple ecosystem, and let's not even go there. Let's not talk about that. I don't have all day. But Elastic Drums, Elastic FX, Elastic OSC. Then we've got these things like, this is Audio Thing, isn't it? Yeah, Audio Thing apps look like they're on sale. They look like they're like half price. Pretty cool. I love Audio Thing apps. Really awesome. The Ape apps are on sale. They look like they're close to half price. They look like they're about 40% off. So that's Ape Matrix, Sparkle. I have that. iDensity. I have that. Ape Filter, Ape Delay. There's Ape Matrix is an AUV3 host that's like AUM and stuff. And I believe I've got that actually. Then like things like Accordion Vintage, Hammerhead is on sale, $5. Hilda, Floose, these are like Hainbach apps. So Salome, Solderbox. Ooh, I kind of wanted Solderbox. Let's I may buy this. $6.99 from $12.99. Way cool. Synthesizer. I was just talking about this one this morning. It's an inter-app audio, but I really enjoy it. It actually makes some pretty darn cool stuff. I do wish that it would be in AUM and that you could state save, but you can't, and it's only $4, and you can really make some gorgeous things. Velvet Machine, this one here is super cool, $5 from $8. Phonolith Cascade, Waymaker is on sale. The Session Band apps are on sale. Octacron is on sale. Acid Bass Loop Maker. These are just crazy. Late Tape is free. Whoa, Late Tape. Lo-fi looping and scratching toy. Oh, it's like a little... it's just a fun little tape loop game. Emo Chorus is on sale for 99 cents. Voxin Pro. Harmony 8. You can put a bunch of harmonies on an... I've got a lot of these. Audio Layer, Bark Filter. That is Harry Ghost. Those Bark Filter, I absolutely recommend Bark Filter. It was Russ8889 taught me about this one. And it's $5 from 10. So Bark Filter is like it has a 3-band compressor. Just the one setting makes it worth it. And I almost want to just kind of show you. In fact, I think I will. Let's hop over to AUM. Seriously, just love this app. Okay. I'm just going to add a file player. We're just going to find something that's just got something that's like a work in progress or something. Here we go. I'll just pop that in there. We'll just start playing this. This might just be the... Oh, I think this is just the same. This is just one of the things. It's not gonna... Yeah, this isn't the whole. You need a full thing. Let's select. Dum dum dum. Why are these all screwed up? Here we go. This is just music, right? Now we're going to throw on a Bark Filter. Now it sounds like it's in a hole, right? Because it's called deep holes. Here's triple band. Now listen to how thick. Okay, we'll take it off. Here's our plain thing. Now listen to that. Now listen to how much brighter it sounds. It's brighter, more present. It's almost like a kind of a mastering chain or a pre-mastering chain. There we go. Deep holes. Yes, 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 yes. I knew that would you would notice that. All right, I'm going to quickly I'm going to bring in my, this is cool, watch. So I have an iPhone mirroring. So I need to get in there. Do you see? She can't stop giving me the tap. The tap, 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 taparoo. All right, here we go. Now you can see this. We're going to go quickly looking. Whoops. I just screwed it up. Let's go back. Free tape app. Tape loop. Connecting. Lock my iPhone to connect. There we go. So what you do is up here at the top. Now we're here we are in Facebook. Whoops. We want to go iOS. audio units. New posts. So Hornet plugins has entered the Black Friday sale. So that's Hornet EQ, Hornet frequency. There's a couple of them. They're really cool. They analyze your music data and take out unpleasant frequencies or do kind of an auto magic. Let's go look and find that for ya. What that free app was. Not caption call. Elastic drums. Free. Do 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 do. Where was that tape loop app? Late Tape. LATETAPE. Late Tape. Right? So Imaginando has placed TV3 Acid Synth on deep discount for a very limited time. $1.99 for TV3 Acid Synth. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Audio Thing and Heinbach has released the Booga microsound sequencer. Elastic Instruments has entered the Black Friday sales. That's Elastic OSC, Elastic Melody, Elastic FX, and Elastic Drums, which is not AUV3. Audio Thing, all iOS plugins on sale. Look at all these Audio Thing apps. June, TypeX, Wavebox. See, I'll slowly kind of go through there. Moon Echo is free right now, so check out Moon Echo. Blindfold EQ is free. Filter Jam is free if you want to get those free ones. Let's see what my favorite deal is on there. Lines. I really love Lines. It's a great little app. Hey, Jim Shannon, what's up? Filicordia. That's another one I don't have that I think I would like. Anyway, all of those on sale. Let's see. We've got the Fab Filter. We looked at those. See, these are all these. See how they're very expensive apps, and they have a pretty nice discount on them. $10 off. Seriously, Fab Filter apps are just incredible sounding. What's up? Fake Take Two. Let's see. I think we have got... Yeah, it looks like we've got everything that's... Black Friday. Korg music apps and software. All products are up to 50% off. That's pretty cool. ApeSoft. Okay, let's just double check all of the things that they have. Solo NR19 is free. Lumbeat. Looking for vintage. Red Rock. Great pricing all year. Brand Boss. Sculptor. I love Sculptor. Solderbox. That's the one I might think about buying. Is Thomas here? Hi, Thomas. Legend of Links. Magical Mod. Hammerhead. Yeah, down to $5. Let's see. Zodiac Echo just came out. These are... I think that's everything that's just new. Let's go back to... Let's get back my iPad. And let's check... we had... Sonora Cinematic has a sale on Soundbox Instruments, if I'm not mistaken. On general. See on sale. Get free instruments with your Black Friday deals. So everything is on sale, as you can see, like 1/3 off, 33% off of a lot of these things. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know where Thomas is today, but you can use my my QR code to find me. So this is the thing. You can get up to 2 free products with purchases. Add an eligible soundbox instrument or Sonora Cinematic contact player instrument to your cart, and a pop-up will invite you to select one of 2 free products. Add another eligible product, and you can choose the other free product too. So Panorama Hybrid is free with eligible titles, and Hayes Blunt Keys. This is something that Jade's going to talk about as well. Doug Kidder, what's up? Right on. Let's check let's go, soundbox instruments on sale. Compose Audio. Looks like, everything's on sale there. Or not everything, but some things are. The Suspense bundle is down from $73 to $59. Moondrift is only $6. Compose Audio stuff sounds insane. It's amazing. The Real Justine Kasprick in town. Anyway, I've got a bunch of these. This is Compose Audio has glorious sounds. Everything bundle. Get all contact and soundbox instruments in one incredible bundle with 30% off. Get Ignis soundbox pack for free when you spend £4 or more. Moments ambient sound effects. Get one free with orders of £4 or more. Once again, let's see if Cinematic Alpha is working this week. Cinematic Alpha. Yep, everything. I don't see anything on sale, but once again, his sounds are incredible, and it's so good that they're there. Were you misbehaving this weekend? All right, let's head on over to Launchpad and see if there's anything new in Launchpad this week. And then we're going to go in and play around in my stuff. And we'll see what I've done and what I can do. All right. So last week we had vintage soul. I showed you that. This week we have electro K-pop. Let's open that up. Whoops. Silly thing. Yeah, sometimes this Novation app, which is one of my favorite apps, but it does crash sometimes. To me, it's always worth it. This is one of the most amazing apps ever. Electro K-pop. We'll just listen to what K-pop sounds like. So it's at 120 beats per minute, A minor. We're just going to throw in. Uh-oh. That was on an accident. There we go. Woo! Woo! This stuff is fun. Wow, that's kind of fun. It's pretty niche, but I love, Launchpad is just amazing. All right, let's look in my own app store and let's see what did I acquire this week. And it is NO-vember, so I'm not buying things. Look at I got speaking of which. Now, I'm going to open this. I'm not going to use it in AUM because right now I've got problems with AUM. Is this being simulcast? To what? All right, so my presets, this is just really silly stuff. Oh, what happened to my user presets? Look, they're all gone. Oh, no, they're not. So I have these meditation ones. Let's check this one out.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
Is that fun?
Relax.
Relax. Hey, MJ.
Relax.
Let your mind go. Let your mind go.
Let your mind go.
Breathe,
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So, let's go to my other. This one is like, these ones are all funny ones like
Elevated.
elevated.
Get lifted.
Get lifted.
DJ 42.
DJ 42. Big love. Drop.
Very high.
Very high.
Puff, puff, pass.
Puff, puff, pass.
Esperanzas y sueños.
Esperanzas y sueños. That's dreams and, what is it? Hopes and dreams or something like that.
Quiero fumar la mota.
Quiero fumar la mota. Anyway, that's, so let's just do one ourselves here. Because Jade's going to show this, I think, tomorrow or the next day, so we're not going to go too far. Let's see. Let's say goodness. Goodness. And then we'll find Jamie. I know a British guy named Jamie.
Goodness. Goodness.
Slow it way down.
Goodness.
Speed it way up.
Goodness.
Goodness. Goodness.
And you can pan it. You can set it to different MIDI channels. There's all this. Jade will show you. You don't need me to show you that. If I could use it in AUM, I would. But so I like to play with the pitches. See, this is how you can do it because it gives you a little control over your sound. I just move the pitch up and down.
Goodness.
See, it sounds.
Goodness. Goodness.
It doesn't look like it's
Goodness.
high and low, but I think like here. Well, let's quickly. I used the word fuck, of course, because of course you do, right? Fiona.
Fuck. Fuck.
See, I like the pitch. I like have it go up at the.
Fuck. Fuck.
It just sounds fuckier. Let's save this. I just press plus and I just type the name in again. I could be doing this wrong. I've had so much problem with something that I did wrong. Uh-oh. That's our new height.
Fuck.
Goodness.
Anyway, let's get out of there. Back to the App Store, back to what I'm looking at. Voice Reverse Audio Editor. We saw that. That's Zodiac Echo and Woodpecker. We haven't looked at those yet. Dronage. I really want to play with dronage. Double checking. Get into audio share here. Let's see if I finished anything. Oh, Project 22. This is interesting. This needs help because it's too busy and there's too much sound. It needs to be pared down. It's getting somewhere though. It's not bad. It's just a little busy. So that's something we'll work on, and this work in progress. See, this has been really amazing for me. So I did figure out how to show you guys. I think, yeah, that's the one I sent you that you said was too busy. Yeah, I've been busy pulling things out of it. Yes. By the way, Doug is my partner in Height Club. Pretty awesome little project. Okay, we're going to check this out with the intros. So remember a couple weeks ago I told you guys that you could place things into a folder inside of audio share, and then you press that instead of tapping. So normally you tap and you want to play it, you go here, right? But if you want to play a whole playlist, instead you tap over here on the right. Now watch. And then once it's done, sorry, that's kind of loud. See? It just plays the next one. I'm just going to let this play through so you can kind of see it because it's not tapped. See how the little line is going around the edge? See, so this is your cheat sheet way to grab a playlist and play a playlist. So I do that with my work in progress. You'll see how it just moves along to the next one. Watch the circle fill. Here it comes. Boom. There it goes. The next one. Perfect. This is exactly what we need. So this is what I do when I put all of the things I'm working on that I need to write lyrics and stuff for. Hey, it's Scrabble Bees, Wesley Thundercrab. So I just listen to them all. So these are all the things I'm working on, and I've actually made progress on not all of them, but I've made progress on several of these songs this week by doing this. So I'm pretty proud of myself for making that happen. Right on. I think, let's see, it's 20 till. We got 20 minutes to Jade here. Why don't we just go into AUM I know. Fire Queen. Yeah, I've been working on that. Let's open up some dronage. This one I didn't get a chance to play with. So the thing is here, dronage doesn't work as it's not an AUV3 or whatever. So the thing is you need to do a screen record. I'm going to do a screen record and then we're going to play for just a minute or two. Just maybe we'll get something to make let's hit the randomize. Wow. And now I'm going to change C minor. So now we're in C minor. And we can just start playing with some of the stuff. We'll turn on some extra voices. There we go. Ooh, there's 3 there now. Can you hear that? And now if you keep on tapping this little guy. Ooh, that sounds pretty. See if once you get this little steppy thing, it starts giving you steps. Now hear that? Now it's like making a little bit of a little happy. You can play around with it right here. This is an LFO. You can turn it, or a XY pad. You can turn it on or off. There's your cutoff. See, it's scissors cut off. Whoops. Just playing with that. That sounds cool. Ooh, the res. Fun. That sounds nice. Get that res up. Just see, it's just like this little noise. Now I'm playing with this tuning. Listen to that. It's like a fine tuner. These are so cool. There's 15, 9, 3, 5. Let's turn them all on. 7, 15. Let's move this to a notes too. Oh, there we go. There's some notes. You can get them in here too. Look at that. Meow, meow. Woo, that res. Take that res down. It sounded cool that way. Just move that cut off. Wow. And then the thing I normally do to make it go away is I just hit the... All right. That seems good. Now we'll turn that off. The end of this. All right, now I'm going to open up, let's see. There's audio share. So this should be in my photos. Doug, where are you? Hey, Seagull, what's up? All right, woo, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. That's good. So the way that you get this, so you're like, how do I get this screen record into my stuff? There's a couple ways. One, you could dump it into LumaFusion and then rip it as an audio only, or you could just hop it into. Let's see if we can send it to audio share. I don't see that, so going up, we'll go save to files, and then we'll choose audio share. And then I'm just going to say, I'm going to call it something, dronage C minor. Boop. Now, we should find it here in audio share. Let's see. Oh, dronage C minor. Look at that. It's just a small little file. I'm going to go in with my tools, trim and fade. Whoops. There we go. There's the beginning. And we'll believe, the end. Let's have a fade out. We'll just turn the fade out up a little bit. There we go. That's nearly the same sound as that other drone. So what I do, now watch this. This will be fun. So I'm going to go into Chord AI. And it's going to play around. What it does is it reads it and it guesses what notes and things are in it. Yeah, there we go. C minor 7. But now, look at this special little key. This is something I'm always using for fun. Midify. See, look at it's giving these nice little things. Hey, Paul O'Farrell's here. Digging it. Very cool. Watch this. Look at all these things. I don't know why it stopped, but I don't care. I'm going to say export as MIDI file, dronage C minor trimmed. Now this one is easy to save to audio share. Boom. So now I've got two things, and all I need to do now is we're going to open up Logic and we're just going to throw some stuff in. Gary Hubbs is back. All right, let's make a new one. Tracks. Audio no input. So I've already got, I should have, nope, I don't. So we'll go to Files. And where we are in Files, we're going to click that little, see where we are? We clicked the 3 dots on top and go slide over. This is, if you don't have 26, I don't have 26. So that's how we play. It's right, just like this. We'll get back here. And there, we're in audio share. And now we can just take these two things. We can take this C minor trimmed. Back. Is this it? Why isn't that working? Well, first we'll get this MIDI in here. Oh yeah, I remember what we have to do. I have to go back and convert it. So here we have, let's not import the tempo information. I'm going to make what I want out of the tempo. Let's go see what it thinks the tempo is though, just for fun. It thinks it's 102. Oh, I don't hate 102. 102 may absolutely work. So let's get out of here. We're going to get back into our files. And we're going to... Oh, nope. We go back into audio share is what we do. We're back into audio share. And we come to here. And it's not an MP4. We want to convert it to a WAV file. WAV. There we go. 48 kilohertz sample rate, 24 bit depth, converted. Boom. Awesome. Now we go. It should be trimmed, converted, and there we have it. Easy, easy peasy. So the weird part is that these drone things, the MP3 or the MIDIs, they never seem to unwork. So they never fit exactly. So I always use stretch, and then I just stretch it to the end. Boop. Now you have two things, and it's going to be a piano. There's way too many notes in there. So what I usually do is come in here underneath and we're in here. So we use MIDI effects, and I'm going to go use Waymaker, and Waymaker connect to MIDI, and then we're going to set it as a melting change. So you change this, and then we're going to choose a utility called probability. This means let's get rid of some of these damn notes. We've got too many. I only want like 21% of these notes to come through, and this should work. Now, let's listen. Oh, I'm going to set it at 102, by the way. So that's going to... See? Now we can stretch that to the end. I think, like, you don't actually have to have, like, transit. I could take transit and let's see how many minutes I have. I have 8 minutes. We'll change this out for, let's change out this sampler for, let's replace this with a different sound. Like one of those sounds I love to use is this swamp flute. Let's see what that sounds like. Sounds. There's recorder, alto, pan flute low, pan flute high, classic flute. See, it's just like a little simple. Waymaker, let's even give it less. There's so many notes in there, like 13% of these notes. Or you literally could go in here all by yourself and just pick out a bunch, just start taking notes out. You could just come in here, see? And just remove some. See? Boom, boom. Literally, you could just throw in and just start kicking some stuff down. You'll never know, right? And then it'll take only part of those. You could throw you want something really beautiful sounding like these. I like this fauve is really cool. Let's listen to this. Where's our flute? And then, of course, after this, we want some really yummy reverb. You can add you could add some walls. Big spring. Hex. Maybe we do need more than 13%. I don't know. You can take that down, and then I would do stuff like this is a really fun thing that I do is I grab let's go back to this drone. And now Transit 2 has come out, but I'm just going to use regular old Transit. And we're going to, let's see, 5 minutes. Let's see if I can do this super fast. From 89 to 90. Okay. Now, the thing you use is, here we go. Now, open that up. So what you chose, we're going to go Transit, Transition Control. It's all at 0. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make dots. And then I'm just going to put the Transit Control all the way up. And then we'll pick, we'll just choose this bokeh. So it's going to be going. See it turning all the way on? Yeah, it just phases the whole thing out in this little transition. Nice. So I've already got a great start. Then I'm just going to work and get a beat. And probably Doug will be playing it on a show. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to you with my face real quick. I think we've got a good experience here. We know what we want to do maybe next, or some apps we want to buy. Next up, we have Jade doing Fake Take 2. Where's my face? Where's my face? My face is lost. Here it is. Me and the mountain are back. Hi. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I did. I had a really fun time, and I remembered my little transit trick. So I'll meet you on over at Jade's for Fake Take tomorrow. I'm going to do some digital to analog to digital to analog. We're going to blur the lines between real and digital with art tomorrow on Creating in the Flow. Nice. And then, of course, the usual performance shows Wednesday and Friday. I will see you at all of these places, but next at Jade's. I'm sorry I don't have a comment telling you about Fake Take to move you to, but if you just keep your hands inside the ride, we'll be there in just a minute. Right on. Big love, everybody, and all the peace that you can carry, baby.